So, hi, we have Barbara Pogacnik over here with us for the interview with some questionnaires. So, hope you have a good time, ma'am.
Thank you.
Hi,
Very
Barbara. So, I'll start with a simpler question first. So, talking about how do you like the city? How did you find the city?
I didn't know exactly what to expect from Kolkata, and I must say that I'm really surprised, pleasantly surprised. It's a city that you fall in love with its differences, with its past, with its compelling, let's say, secrets. One have the impression that there is a lot to discover, a lot of history, a lot of life, a lot of culture. So I really have the impression that I would be glad to come back.
Thank you, ma'am. I'm heading to the next question. Ma'am, how do you see the present world of poetry nationally and internationally?
I think the basis of writing poetry is language. So it's very important that nations have some say in. So it's very important that the nation has its language recognized and can develop it within political power or political, let's say, protection. But India has a special, let's say, special situation where there are no official languages and the multiplicity of big and small languages coexisting. So this is like really amazing situation to discover. I come from a small language spoken only by 2 million people, but our dream, our historic dream was to become independent and to be able to develop our literature. And now this dream has become true. So what we never could imagine, like maybe even 30 years ago, now becomes reality. So Slovenia is going to be the guest of honor in Frankfurt Book Fair in 4 years. Our literature is like widely translated and recognized. While here, I discover a situation where some languages still don't have, are struggling to get to be written in as a literature language, while others have excellent poets, of whom some I met here at the festival, and I'm really glad and really thankful for that, to this festival, to make these connections with really great poets. And I think that also this Indian situation is posing a lot of questions. It's this mixture is something that the world should know more about, I think.
Jumping to the next question. Why do you think poetry readings and poetry festivals are essential?
I think poetry is essential to the world of today because, let's say, in the world of yesterday, manual work was very important to survive. Nowadays, it's not so anymore. Nowadays, almost like 80% of the work that was done by people before can be done by machines. So what is going to be the future of the humankind? It's necessarily it will have to be something spiritual, like an activity that has to do with ourselves and with the peaceful coexistence with other living beings. So it's not massive production, it's not the increase of material wealth, let's say. This not going to, it will not have to be the future, because otherwise we'll ruin the planet. So poetry is an activity that belongs to this, let's say, spiritual progress, and human beings will have to work to in this way. So poetry, spiritual, and let's say ecological well-being with the nature.
I'm going to the next question. What connects culture across borders? Words, emotions, or practical experience?
I think that words and emotions can do a lot. Practical experience is something that is always challenging to know about. Of course, managers can meet with practical experience and don't care about words, but finally they also meet by they do the best deals when they're emotionally connected. So I think that what we're doing here is something that is going towards the essential core of the human being and what the human being should be like, because now managers would be teaching the world how to become rational, how to become unbeatable, but this is not the way the human being should be. The human being should be searching for his emotions.
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, probably the last question over to you. So, do you conceive a poem or does poetry happen to you?
I think it does more happen because it's impossible to order it. It's let's say, combination of experience from unknown times and something that comes unexpectedly. When you decide I'll write something, it's not sure that it's going to happen.
So it's a mixture of both. Like you conceive at times and then you make.
But there is also work. There is also, without like failures and tries, as already Samuel Beckett said. He said like fail, but fail better.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
so
definitely.
you have to try and work so to be able
Ma'am,
to.
last question on you. Ma'am, what appeals to you as a reader, the poet's voice or the poet's alter ego?
Alter ego? What do you mean by alter ego?
It would rather be like when a reader is reading something that you've written, what would he or she come across, your voice or your ego through your words?
You mean, yeah, the meaning.
Your soul through your words or your ego
Both,
through your
I
words?
would say both, because the voice can, I mean, the music of the poem can do a lot, but for me, it's the meaning is more important, I must say. It's because the meaning has so many layers, so many interactions, that it's like a kaleidoscope. So I would say that a lot of times I was surprised by the wisdom of Indian poets and the capacity of compassion of their this is what is like really talking to me. But in every continent or in every poet there is something else. So I cannot say that there is always one thing. I try to be attentive because poetry is so individualized that in one poet I could find this, in another poet I could find another thing.
Ma'am, hopefully you had a good time over here. Ma'am, it was an
Of
honor having you
course.
here. Ma'am, thank you for the interview.
Thank you so much.